the bloody hell are we? What's good, guys? What's good? What's good? What's good? That was everybody who was the first one in. Eric and Mike Lang. Oh, just by the tip of it. Mike Lang just comes in barely at second place. Amazing Mike Lang, considering how big you've proven it to be that you couldn't get it over the line just before Eric. What's good, dude? What's up, Justin Kennedy? What's up, Jim is trying? How are you, mate? What's up, Tracy? Yubba dubba dub dub. Conor McGregor returning. It's not Conor McGregor, guys. It's the GOAT. Ilya Tafuria returns in 10 years' time. No, it'll be this year. It'll be this year in October. What a clickbait title. It's not a clickbait title. It's the GOAT of MMA. He's returning. He's returning. Danny Barlow isn't 38. Danny Barlow isn't 38. This is true. This is true. Obviously, it's not Whitaker. You've spelt that wrong, Eric. I never would. McGregor Fighter Matrix now. Great idea, Jim. That's what we'll do on today's stream. Since chat was absolutely dying for more Fighter Matrixes today, you love to see it. Grab his dick and twist it. Chael Sonnen. I just can't stop looking at his dick. How are we, guys? Twerking music, grab his dick. Way. Alright, Eric. Hell no, Whitaker had a great fight. Whitaker did great, mate. Whitaker did so good. Whitaker is just 3 wins away from a title shot. Bro, why did you cut your hair? It was getting untoward, mate. It needed to be cut. It needed to be cut. It's airtime. Damn right, mate. I thought you said DJ was the GOAT. Well, this is the real GOAT of MMA. Ben, this is the real GOAT of MMA. Let's have a look at this one. I reckon you're yet another one. Let's have a look. Let's put the testers on him. No, you're a real one. Okay, all right. What's up, the MDMA guru? Good to see you, mate. Dougie is returning to MMA. I am returning to MMA. Dougie looking small. Eat a burger. I look fucking thick as, man. What are you talking fucking? Look at Jesus fucking Christ, chat. Look at the forearm. Holy shit. Who actually is it? Lee Murray career retrospective. We should do a Lee Murray career retrospective. Grasso Fighter Matrix time. No. So you don't think DJ is the GOAT anymore? Some people would consider DJ the GOAT, but the person returning to MMA at 36 years old in October probably does go higher. Probably does go higher than DJ. Probably does go higher than Fedor, higher than DJ. This is a real win for the PFL. Forearm bigger than the bicep is a Gooner physique build SpongeBob flex. Johnny Bones Jones. Did you see John Jones got turned down Fedor? Did you see that? They were trying to get him to fight Fedor over in Russia, and John Jones was like, no, I like him too much. Sean Sheck is the real GOAT there. That's the one Jim is trying. There you go, Sean Sheck. That's the one. No, none of you guys have guessed it yet. And I'm very surprised. I'm shocked that none of you guys have guessed it, to be honest. I thought you guys would be all over this massive fight news. But I'm disappointed in you guys. I'm disappointed. So, what should we be doing on today's stream? Should we be doing yet another Fighter Matrix? I don't think that we should. I thought that might annoy you guys too much. There is something that I've wanted to do. I guessed it. It was Lobov. Yumjoy's all over it, mate. There you go. Yumjoy got it. Oh, that's not the right one. There it is. The GOAT, Artem Lobov, is set to return to MMA at 165-pound catch weight to fight Zaburia Tukhugov. Tukhug.gov. Artem Lobov is going to be fighting Zaburia Tukhug.gov at the PFL event in Dubai, October 3rd. There you go, mate. There you bloody go. Dougie's got toothpick arms. No. I've got the thickest arms on MMA YouTube. Yep, clickbait us. This ain't good. What are you talking about? This ain't no clickbait title. What do you mean? This is the undisputed GOAT of MMA. Artem Lobov is coming back. What do you mean? This is massive news, OTM. Dougie has toothpick arms. I do not, mate. I don't know Ibo Aslan was 36. We're too locked into the Matrix. I know you guys are too happy to be. You guys are thinking about the Matrix too much. Who the fuck gives a fuck about Conor's sex slave fighting? Anyone who cares about hardcores, Anton. I don't know Hong Sung Park was 38. He is my GOAT. He is my goat. MMA Che has bigger arms. He does not, mate. MMA Che is a scrawny little fella. If he's a wrestler named Hug Off, he needs to retire now. True. Beautiful title. No to clickbait detected. No, this is not clickbait. This is not clickbait. People love Artem Lobov. I love hardcores. Care about this. Hardcores care about this. This separates the guys that were here during the real Reebok era of the UFC and the guys who only started watching UFC in the last 5 years. This news here separates the men from the boys when it comes to the MMA world. If Lucas Tracy doesn't make a video about this, if MMA Che, if Kenny Okoye don't make a video about this, I don't know what to tell you. The new MMA viewers are revealing themselves if they don't know Artem's the GOAT. That's what I'm saying, Yumjoy. That's what I'm saying. This is a real line in the sand moment. Dougie's trolling the chat over the last couple of days. This is not a troll, Nacho. This is big news. Big news. Didn't know Laurent Murphy was fighting in the fight. Laurent Murphy, bro. Laurent Murphy. Bro is 14-45. I'll be 14-15. I'll be happier if Ben Askren got signed after his surgery. OTM. Those 15 fights were wars, though, mate. Wars. You think Dustin Poirier versus Dan Hooker was a war? You haven't seen Artem Lobov's 15 losses. Hardcores show off their cousins. If you don't, then you're a bloody casual. I guess I'm a casual then. AJ Singh, the interim BFI chair, resigned on August 2nd to contest the Federation's of elections, scheduled for August 21st in Delhi. Oh, you're talking about Indian boxing. God damn it. You got me. Well done. Yappy's Corner. No, this is big news, mate. Impression of Dougie doing a good streak. You guys are fucking cooked. You guys are fucking cooked. Didn't even brag. Wasn't this guy Connor's puppy? This was Connor's punching bag. Yeah, this was Connor's punching bag. When are we getting Artem Lobov versus Skynet in the Indian Boxing Championship? True. Water bragging while reading about India is crazy. That is crazy work, isn't it? That is crazy work. Right, what should we be doing today? All right, that's good stuff. That was good stuff. That's definitely not clickbait. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with how that's gone. There is something that I've wanted to do for a while now, chat, live on the stream, and I've started working on it on the back end. I've started taking notes. I've been talking to Gronk about it, and now that I'm done having conversations with Gronk about it, I'm ready to bring it up to you, the chat. Sir, where is your hair, sir? Where is your hair? I had to cut it. It was getting too unruly. The true inventor of the proper stout has returned. Exactly. Nacho gets it. Nacho knows. He's the one that actually came up with proper stout. 10 more fighter matrices. A fighter matrix gym is like going all the way into the base. You know, right until the balls hit the bottom of the gooch. You know, all the way. You can't give her too much. Same thing with fighter matrices and MMA YouTube. You've got to just pace it. Otherwise, the chat will absolutely blow its load. Get that off my telly now. Done, Justin Kennedy. Dan Hooker beats Max, but you guys don't want to talk about it. I agree, Antoine. Dan Hooker beats Max 9 times out of 10. Who wins, Jubilee or a bar of soap? Oh, sir, no, sir, keep it away, sir. Smacking your lips after drinking water to let us know how deliciously moist the water is kind of a brag. I mean, it was damn good water. You know what I mean? You talk to Rob Gronkowski. Yep. One-on-one. The New England Patriot, Rob Gronkowski. Best friend of Tom Brady. I know bull. I get it. I know leather. Indian pro boxer Nashrat Diev, who signed with Matchroom Boxing in January 2025, secured a technical knockout over American Laquan Evans on the 19th of July in Fresco, Texas. There you go, everybody. MMA Master, what's up, dude? Hey, Dougie, the only good thing about Australia. Thank you, MMA Master. I appreciate that. Imagine what Artem could have been with just 2 or 3 more inches of reach. Exactly. Choo-choo, motherfucker. Instead of a beanie, you could wear a kipper. What? I don't need to wear a beanie. I got a perfectly fine head of hair. Why would I need to wear a beanie? I'm not Guru trying to hide his hairline. Have you seen Guru's widow peak? Oh. I bet Artem Lobov in a fight, his ass is 14-15. That record is crazy. It's one of the best records to ever grace the cage, Antoine. You don't understand the complexity of Artem Lobov's record. There's 3 fighters in the UFC that you really need to understand. BJ Penn, 4 fighters. BJ Penn, you can't just look at his record. You got to look at where BJ Penn was in his career. Anderson Silva, don't just look at his record. Consider that Anderson Silva had a horrific leg snap and he was already like 39 past his peak. Tony Ferguson. Another one that gets completely overlooked just because of his record. And I do put this name alongside those others. Artem Lobov. Artem Lobov belongs with those four. BJ Penn, Anderson Silva, Tony Ferguson, and Artem Lobov. You can't just look at their record. You've got to look at the context of their record. India is gay, my rebuttal. Fair enough. Mighty next series should be training Jablees. It should be, mate. Yeah. Dougie has that Leon Edwards hairline. I don't have I got a perfectly fine hairline. I got a great hairline. DJ yelling at the retards was funny. That was a bit funny, wasn't it? I think DJ realized that they don't give a fuck. And DJ has realized that he has been wasting his time. Hey Ben, which one is better, India or Pakistan? You should be asking Skynet that. Impression of Beanie Dougie, filming Guru for his hairline. Flaming Guru for his hairline. Mate, you call that a fucking hairline, mate. No wonder you wore the fucking beanie for 6 years. Oh, fucking hell, mate. You're never getting bitches. We had to fly all the way to South Africa for that. He has a negative record, Dougie. Antoine, again, you don't understand the specifics of it. Dougie training up with DJ Aiden when? Ooh, that'd be good. Dudes actually looked up who Artem Lobov is and are arguing his record. I know, Yumjoy. They don't get it. They just don't get it. Fighters Club, like India, more Pakistan, suck up. Skynet, who wins? India or Pakistan in a war? You let us know, Skynet. You are our resident Indian, and we love you dearly because of it. Right. That's not right. Fuck, I've done it again. Oh, fuck. I've screwed up again. Yes, there we go. Why is that there for? Go away. And why am I so big? That's what she said. And why is chat so small? That's what she said. What has gone on? Why is everything reset? Yes, here we go. Right. You guys know that I've wanted to do a PDF to make a video on this for a while. It all starts off with creating the PDF. Today, we're going to be arguing about the scoring criteria of MMA. What actually counts, what doesn't count, how to properly score fights. It's going to get heated in the chat. It's going to get annoying. We're getting into the... Dougie loves PDFs. You, internet, just calm down. It's going to get nitty gritty. But I think the community needs to do this. We're going to be able to simplify the scoring criteria of MMA so that everybody can understand it. I think this is the way we can do this. Where am I at? What's the over-under that I eat my wife if I chug this pint of beer? That I beat? Oh, that you beat? I thought you meant that you eat out your wife. It should be over. Chug the beer and then eat your wife out. The streets won't forget prime Artem Lobov. There we go. Antoine gets it. I think Max is in the pocket piston punch against Dustin Poirier is one of the greatest things I've ever seen in MMA. You've ever seen in MMA, Tim. I like it. Coming in hard and strong. Thank you, Mike, for the $10. Fucking hell, mate. Jesus Christ. Why don't you... CTE cunts like the stream when you get in. Thank you, Mike, so much. Exactly. Why don't you cunts like the stream when you get in here? Like the stream, boys. Like the stream. Thank you so much, Mike. I appreciate the $10. Eggplants in the chat for Mike Lang. 1 inch for every dollar. What a huge one. Eggplants in the chat for Mike Lang. Thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate it. And like the stream, boys. Like the stream. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. That's a lot of money, man. Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you. Tim was saying, I can see anyone dealing with that, Ilya. That's... Mike, you give so much money to the channel, dude. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I can see anyone dealing with that. Even Ilya won't stand in front of it now. I think Ilya will stand in front of Max Holloway, Tim. That is sort of Ilya Tapiria's entire game plan. But yes, it is damn good in the pocket. It is damn good. Pakistan has it in the bag. I think India's got it. How many times has Conor molested Artem? Constantly. Again and again and again and again and again. More times than he has molested his own wife. DJ should have just shook keys in their ears and sensory overloaded them instead of trying to communicate. Yes, like communicating with oral bly. What's up, Sniff? Good to see you, dude. I agree. Pakistan has the highest incest rate in the world, second only to Dagestan. Tim Ilya sleeps Max even quicker at lightweight. I think he does. Dougie's on the Epstein list. I am the Epstein list. Shouldn't say that on the internet. Don't say that, Dougie. Don't say that at all. Max is on a title run to solidify his legacy again, and people are still going to underrate him. He's the GOAT. Yeah, I don't know why Max Holloway is so underrated. It's very, very weird to me. Eye pokes should be scored just as hard as jabs. I completely agree, corporatism. We should go with the Chris Weidman scoring criteria. Eye pokes are 100% allowed. The scoring criteria is however we want it to apply it. Grappling doesn't count. Only strikes count. Not true at all, Tim. Not true at all. Answer my berating question for my parlay. Yes. But eat out your wife, Eric. Clinching and hugging someone does not count. It does not count. This is true. Damage is number one, but if they have mad scar tissue, you can't even tell. True. That is a good point. Yes. How do you judge women's MMA? That's impossible. Yes. That is just all clinching. Dougie, what does it taste like to eat a girl out? Salty. Salty, Ben. Salty. Like your own saliva, but with more salt. I completely forgot how Lobov was even in the BKFC. Did McGregor buy the promotion, then immediately fire him? Maybe, Jim. Maybe that's the only reason McGregor bought it. Just so he could fire Artem Lobov and have the last win. It's been like $5, dude. Yeah, it's only been like $5. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yo, Dougie, I think the PFL prospect, Alexei Fernade will carry yeah, there it is. There it is, Sniff, right there at the end. Yaren Agel. Very good, Sniff. Good to see. That's the Sniff I know and love right there. I don't like Mike. I'm still in credit 4 days of like. You are, Tim. You've got plenty of likes in the bank. Impression of Artem Lobov. Let me catch up. Impression of Artem Lobov. Gangbanged by Conor McGregor and Khabib. God. No, Anton, no. What's up, Kyle? How are you, dude? What's up, Cheddarhead? How are you, man? What's up, Mitch? Good to see you, boys. How are you guys? Sniff, great stream this morning. Was Sniff on one this morning? You love to see it. Max went 0-3 against Volk and lost the first two against Dustin Poirier. I don't think downloading the data helps him that much. Max went 0-3 against Volk and he lost the first two against Dustin Poirier. I don't think downloading the data helps him that much. Yeah, I agree. I think it's just the styles. Although, it's not fair to say Max Holloway is going to get slept by Ilia Topuria again. Like, there's a very, very high chance that he will. Probably like a 70% chance that he will. But Max was doing so good in the first Ilia Topuria fight. You can't completely write him off. You know what I mean? I love that Ilia ducking Armin propaganda is spreading. It really is, Mr. Toad. It really, really is. But it's setting up the fight to be even better, mate. And it's good to see you, Toad. Good to see you. Wishing you a blessed day. Where are you at? Wishing you a blessed day, brother. Huge W to the channel. Thank you, Mitch. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, man. I'm so happy you're enjoying the channel, dude. Dougie's a casual. Doesn't know. Prime Lauren, tough cookie. Lauren Murphy, bruh. Yes, we all cried during her retirement. Oh, that Lauren Murphy. The crackhead Lerone Murphy. No, absolutely not, Antoine. It should not taste salty. It absolutely can taste salty. It's like licking a soft coin. It is like licking a soft coin, isn't it? Dougie, who the fuck are you eating out that tastes salty? They all taste salty, mate. They all taste salty. Where am I at? There we are. That's the one. Good, you love to see it. Like licking the bottom of an old dirty boot. That's exactly what it... Like bags of sand. We'll use the salty Islam... Speaking of salty, here's Toad. We'll use the salty Islam fans to harass Ilya to get us the title shot. We'll use the salty Islam fans to harass Ilya into giving us the title shot, says Toad. Toad is 100% on Team Armin Sarukian. Took washed Oliveira to a 50-50 split decision. Yes, very good, mate. Dougie fletched Dougie fletched Kyle. Fletched. That is fucking disgusting, mate. Ilya is too good. Max has already been compromised. I think Ilya does win the fight, but I don't see Max as a complete write-off, is all I'm saying. Dougie flexing now after we insulted his arms. It's a fucking absolute W of a build for one. especially at 37 years old. Fucking 18-year-olds wish they had this rig at 37. Dougie looks, thank you, Mitch. I appreciate it. And you didn't insult my arms. My arms are jacked. Max is getting older and more brain damaged. He is. This is true. But he might be entering his fighting prime. It's crazy. Like, don't forget, Max Holloway is 33 years old. He is in his fighting prime. He has accumulated a lot of data. He looked very good in the first Ilya Topuria fight. Do not write Max Holloway off. That's all I'm saying. Defo being to the gym today. We go every day, Kyle, except Saturdays and Sundays. Ilya is a fucking Super Saiyan. Spectronominus is here. What's up, Spectronominus? How are you? What's up, Lane? Good to see you. What's up, Angel the Victim? How are you all? Ilya is a fucking Super Saiyan. He will sleep Max again. I think he will. I'm just saying, don't write Max Holloway off. Max did very well in the first two. What's up, Lano? Good to see you. I hope that you're well. Why do you have a shaved square on your beard? You can't. Why do you have a shaved square on your beard? No, I just don't grow hair in the little patches. It's weird, isn't it? It's very weird. Dougie, thanks for saving me from the beating. You're welcome, Angel. Maybe you'll grow to not be such a victim. What? Wrong. Grappling only count if they get a sub. Disapprove of all other opposing rational logical. I disapprove of all other opposing rational logical interpretation. Yes, I know, Tim. You have your own way of reading the rules, but we are going to come up with the definitive way of reading the rules. Put them pits away. Never. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? I don't know. What am I talking about? L, not lay. Dougie, can you ask chat how many hours they'd fuck Alexa Grasso's feet for? Not today, Yog. Maybe on Friday. Max nearly got finished by Dustin in the second round. If Ilya catches him with that shot, it's game over. That's true. That is very true, Nacho. Yeah, that's a good point. That's why I do think Ilya can win. It's just not a complete write-off for Max Holloway. But essentially, it's one of those fights, right, where Max Holloway needs to fight perfectly for 25 minutes. Like, he obviously... What's up, shriveled sack? How are you, dude? Obviously, Max Holloway needs to win 3 out of the 5 rounds. He's got to win 3 out of the 5 rounds. I kicked the ball and it went into the back of the net. Obviously, Max has to win the majority of the rounds. But what I mean by Max has to fight perfectly for 25 minutes is what Nacho said right there. Like, Dustin caught him and nearly finished Max. If Ilya catches him again, Max will fucking die again, and that will be the end of Max Holloway. So Max can do it, but it's got to be schmick. It's got to be schmick. What's up, Quick Way? Who is the GOAT and why is he returning at 38? You'll know, mate. Chat will let you know. It's absolutely not clickbait. He's coming back to the PFL. Eric is off to lick some sand now. Like bags of sand. Welcome, Yog. Yog, get a membership, mate. Why haven't you got a membership, Yog? You should have a membership. I will die defending Holloway. He has only lost to 2 champions in the past years. He will always be in the top 10 discussion, and still he starts losing to ranked opponents like Charles Oliveira and Pereira. I don't think Max Holloway can go in the top 10 OTM. I think he can go in the top 20, but I don't think he can go in the top 10. If he beats Ilya Topuria at lightweight, maybe. Oliveira wasn't the same after what we did to him. That was clear in the Chandler fight. Toad, I don't know who you mean by we now. Are you Armin still? What are we doing, Toad? I can't wait for Joe Pyfer to finish his shift in the salt mine so he can throw a quick meaty hook on Abbas and then gas out and have the two of them gassed out, staring at each other. I agree, corporatism. I completely agree, mate. And now that we've said Joe Pyfer, the notifications in his phone have gone off. Someone on the internet is talking about me. Joe Pyfer will be in chat momentarily. Dan Hooker versus Max is the BMF fight and a title eliminator. I love it, Antoine. I really, really love it. I love it. You predicting that Pyfer is going to dent Abbas in... Are you predicting that Pyfer is going to dent Abbas's face in, and put him out stiff? I think he's going to try, but I don't think he's going to be able to. I'm not patch bragging, dickhead. Every fight, everyone writes Holloway off like the gay cheese fight. Anthony's Dustin Poirier fight, and he always bloody proves them wrong. I know, dude. He doesn't always prove them wrong, OTM. Hang on a second. Let's just pull up on for a second on that. He doesn't always prove them wrong because Max Holloway beat the living shit. I mean, Alexander Volkanovski beat the living shit out of Max Holloway. Beat the living shit out of him. And Ilya Topuria fucking slept him. So he doesn't always prove them wrong, but he can prove them wrong. What's up, Greg Arnold? How are you, dude? Now, where was I up to? Why do you think Dariush is the most overlooked lightweight? Because he's not very interesting on the microphone. He's not very interesting in the cage. He hasn't got the look of an MMA fighter. He's very hard to promote. What's up, gang? Do a hucker? Absolutely not. Shriveled slack. Who is the MMA GOAT returning at 38? Have you guessed yet? QTY? I will let you know if you've guessed. I'm looking at the live chat. Have you guessed yet? Someone gift Yoga membership. I agree. We all goon to Alexa Grasso and Chris Barnett. Oh, God. Holloway is what Robert Whittaker thinks he is. Eric, that was just uncalled for, mate. That on an Australian stream, just uncalled for. Uncalled for. Sniff, I found my commenting interferes with your flow. This morning was working, but next time I'll say hi and kick in your shit. You're the only one who does it, bro. Yes, fair enough, fair enough. No, Sniff's fucking awesome. So Herbert Burns is returning soon. We need some more stalls to seal. Unfortunately, it's not Herbert Burns, Alex. The GOAT that is returning to the PFL is... That's not right. Artem Lobov. Artem Lobov's back, boys. Artem Lobov is back to the PFL. Oh, the times are good, I tell you. It's going to be 15 and 15. Artem Lobov isn't going out of the game on a negative record, that's for fucking sure. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Here's Yogg's membership. Give it to him now. Thank you so much, Nacho. I appreciate the $2, man. Thank you so much, dude. I really, really appreciate it, brother. Why is Stevie Wonder smiling all the time? He doesn't know. Okay, Sniff, very good. Sniff, shut this fucking hell. Sniff, Stevie Wonder doesn't know that he's black. Joe Piper lost to Jack and Manson. What a fucking clown. I agree, Antoine. How do you like that, Joe? You fucking dickhead. We will chin Max again. Stop. Is it safe to put Zebrera in there with the GOAT? Yes, it is. Zabara. Yes, it is. What's up, Dougie? What's up, Greg? How are you, dude? Good to see you, mate. I spoke to Piper today. He said he forgives you, but if you try and go on another Fighter Matrix, he's hunting you down. But if you try and do another, I'll be doing a Fighter Matrix. And I might even do a Fighter Matrix for Joe Piper. And we'll see what he gets out of 100 on Dougie's Fighter Matrix. He'll be lucky to get a higher score than 15. When Dougie says OTM, it sounds like OTM. I'm always saying, why the fuck did I do now? Yes, we'll go with OTM. We'll go with a nice, strong OTM so you can hear the difference, Big Tim. Piper is too one-dimensional. Can't pick him after the fight with the fatty, Kelvin Bloody Gastelum. I agree, Toad. Piper is like... Imagine, here's how I want you guys to start thinking about Joe Piper when you predict him. Marvin Vettori. A big, meaty 1-2. Except without the pressure of Marvin Vettori, without the cardio of Marvin Vettori, without the chin of Marvin Vettori, and dumber than Marvin Vettori. That's Joe Piper. Just a big 1-2, without the chin and without the cardio. Thank you, Tim, for the $2, dude. I really appreciate it. There's Yogg's next membership. All hail... Oh, shit, don't do that, Doug. All hail Yogg. Don't clip that. All hail, yo, I agree, Tim. Thank you so much for the $2, dude. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you. Barnett does have some delicious milkers. Barnett does have some delicious milkers, Fight Club. That is true. I don't like Twinks. Neither do I, Greg Arnold. Neither do I, mate. Where was I up to? We were just hailing Yogg and Germany. Holloway, not top 10. Bro has not lost to anyone but Ilya and Volk. Both are on the pound for pound list. And he's been in the UFC for how long? The people only have two occasions where people only have two occasions where he has been beat. Holloway's really, really good. Really, really. Unfortunately, OTM, the top 10 is just too busy, full of bloody legends. And Holloway has gone down in history as like the second best behind Volk, you know what I mean? And then the second best again behind Ilya. Like, unfortunately, Holloway just chasing second place for so long, you can't put him in the top 10. The top 10's just too busy. There's too many great top 10s in there. Herbert Burns versus Mo Usman. Loser gets disowned. Ooh, that's a good one, Anton. I like that. Make with the membership. How am I meant to just give him a fucking membership, Nacho? It doesn't work that way. I can't just give Yogg a membership. You know it doesn't work that way. What's up? I'm Extremely Asian. Impression of Dougie and Tommy Aspinall banging Shay's sister. No, I'm not going to do that to poor Chael. I'm not going to do that. Tommy, you want to go? Hello, Doug. Sorry, bro. I didn't expect you to go all Elon there. I know. It really slipped out of me. But hey, what are you going to do? Thanks, Tim. Thanks for the $5, man. I really appreciate it. It was just, I've been reading so much Roman history lately. You know what I mean? Thank you so much for the $5, Tim. I really appreciate it, mate. Barnett should hop on some... What was I up to? Yes, Chris Barnett should hop on some fucked up gear so that he produces so much estrogen as a result, he starts to lactate. There'll be a whole new UFC product after that. Corporate, that's disgusting. A new UFC branded milk. Brought to you by Chris Barnett on estrogen. Salty, just like a vagina. Where am I up to? Adam Lobov has negative power. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Dana is smart. He knows putting Manon Ferrot as the main event of a crowded fight night. He knew by contracting her with putting Barlow on the same card, the event will still sell out. Brilliant marketing by Dana White. I agree, Nacho. Everyone is going to be filling the arena just for the Barlow experience. Barlow War Room coming soon, boys. What's up, username123? How are you, brother? G'day from America. Shout out to America. Land of the free, home of the brave. You got to be brave to live there, mate. I'll tell you what. Haha, got him again. Thank you, username. I appreciate it, dude. I hope you're well. Well, you added the delicious part. I did, Fighters Club. It was good, wasn't it? Ilya will get submitted 3 minutes and 3 seconds into round 4 by Armin to complete the McGregor storyline. Oh my god, I hope he doesn't, Toad, but it'd be fucking hilarious if he does. The GOAT versus Zabata on the same card as Usman versus Hughes' peak. It's like we have Conor versus Khabib 2. Finally, the PFL is doing something right. Well done to Don Davis. I agree, Super Shotgun. Finally, the PFL is giving us what we want. More Lobov in our lives. I love it, mate. They should match up Piper and Robocop. They should. Piper would lose that one. I truly believe Piper would lose to Robocop. You're the YouTuber. You'll figure it out. Yeah, I guess I'll have to, won't I? How am I going to gift Yoga membership? Can't believe he exposed himself like that. I know. Just put the membership in the bag, bro. I know. Not letting this slide. What the fuck do you mean? It's tasty and salty. It's like salt, man. It's got a real saltiness to it. You know what I mean? Adam Lobov's last name literally means forehead in Russian. It represents how much he gets hit on the forehead. Makes sense. Artem Heavy Bag, Artem Lobov. Makes total sense to me. Fighters Club knows what's up. Dougie's been eating some morsty puss. I miss Bellator. Me too, mate. Gotta run. I'll catch the replay, bro. The emotional inflection is A-grade. Cunhead, happy to call you a frog today. Thank you, Tim. I really appreciate it, mate. Right. It's good that Tim's getting out of here because Tim likes to read the scoring criteria of MMA in his own special way where he puts every single word through a matrix of dictionaries, all from different eras. The scoring criteria of MMA. I have been speaking to Gronk about this, and now I'm going to be taking what I've said to Gronk, and you and I are going to be going over it, boys. You and I are going to be going over it. Where have I got it? Understanding the rules of MMA. How are we going to do this? Right. To simplify the scoring criteria of MMA, because the paragraph that is the scoring criteria of MMA, let's face it, is fucking retarded. So to simplify it, what is all this? Why is all this like this? Why does shit not work the way that I want it to work? Why does shit never work the way that I want it to work when we do it live? Why does shit never work the correct way when it's live? Let's do it like that. There we bloody go. That is how you do it, boys. Yes. There we go. All right, we can box this up a little bit better, like that. We can make it a little bit bigger, like that, to make it easy for everyone to read. Excellent. All right, where am I at? Where am I at with the chat? Don't miss the chat, Doug. That's the worst thing that you can do on a live stream. Don't miss the chat. I miss Bellator too, man. Piper was dominated by Hermansson, and Robocop knocked out Hermansson, so it makes sense. I know, but it really shouldn't be that way, should it, Jim? Like, Piper's one of those guys that should absolutely knock out Robocop, but he just won't. Barlow title run bumps your subs up to 5k. I hope it does, Nacho. That'd be amazing. Adam Lobov definitely sucked Conor McGregor's weight. Oh! Antoine, stop it. Did anyone watch the Ariel stream earlier with Moicano? Moicano was brainwashed. No, Kyle. Why? What did Moicano do? What did Moicano do? All right. Sniffers said something. All right, Sniffers just spelt out the N-word better than anyone ever could when I leave to go and take a piss. My chat GPT would mog your grog any day, brother. Wrong, mate. Scoring criteria is based on who looked the coolest while fighting. Sometimes it does feel like that. We need a half-point system. Current system sucks. Way too much variation in what makes a 10-8 round. I don't think there is Super Shotgun. I've asked the right questions to Gronk to really get this fucking simplified. Casual streamer, casual listener, Eric. Dougie, is it true that your real name is Kyle Stenbocker? No, says Nat. My chat GPT is now super autistic from speaking to me for far too long. He's my little retarded body. My Gronk is the same way, corporatism. I swear to God, I've made Gronk dumber on my own. It can be dead even and one guy literally lands a jab and a leg kick and it's 10-9. Next round, someone gets the fuck beaten out of them and it's still 10-9. It makes no sense. In that sense, yeah, in that sense, true, but it's like 10-9 is just a nice way to round and cap off the round, so it still works that way. Holy shit, Immortal 316, thank you so much. As an Armin fan, Toad is my favorite chat member right now. Let's fucking go, Armin. Thank you so much, Immortal 316. I didn't know that you were still listening in the background, dude. Thank you so much. I appreciate the $7, man. Shout out to you. Yeah, Toad, Immortal 316, all the Armin files, stand up, man. You guys are going to be getting a win. There was an interview recently with Armin Sarukian. There was an interview with Armin Sarukian recently where he said he's in negotiations with the UFC right now to fight Ilia Topuria. So, hopefully Armin Sarukian causing this stir has actually gone well for you. Eric noticed he ignored my musty comment. No, I didn't. ChatGPT would mog your Gronk. I got it. Barlow Tardo run. Dougie been eating some musty pot. I did miss that one. Sorry, Nacho. Dougie grabs his own ankles and oh, Jonathan Villafone. Oh, turning down the lawsuit money. Oh yeah, that is retarded. Yeah, even as a principled man, that is retarded. Nacho is tasting someone else. UFC Pride Month card. Peyton Talbot versus Artem Lobov. Artem Lobov was, well, I guess Artem Lobov does belong on it for all the railing he allowed Conor McGregor. That's why we need half a point, so you can do 10.9. I think that overcomplicates it, to be honest, Shotgun. I think that makes it more complicated. I like adding more to the rules. Not what we need at all, mate. Not what we need at all. No, I think you just score it round by round. Maybe someone runs away with the round. Maybe someone doesn't. But at the end of the day, they either win the round or they don't. Like a 10-9 is a sort of just a simple count to 3. Yes or no. Did you win the round or not? You know? Armin is Armenian. As soon as he sees a Turk, he's going to fold. Get him, corporatism. Get him. Who's the Jeff Molina of MMA YouTube? MMA Guru or Dougie? Jeff Molina he was the one that made the gay sex tape, wasn't it? Ugh. Neither of us, Jason. I should have known the joke would land because of Dougie's dyslexia. I know, says Nate. You can't be playing those word games in the chat. I just can't read them. I'm too dumb, mate. Armin versus Tapilio. Finally, it looks like we're going to be getting it, Shotgun. Truly does. Dougie is the Marab of MMA YouTube. He's just a yapper. Aren't we all, though, OTM? Aren't all MMA YouTubers just bloody yappers? It's kind of what we do here. Dougie brushes his teeth with no hands. It's true username. I just shove the toothbrush into the bottom of the pipe and get it that way. Corporatism, that's why we divide him half of this day into 2 countries. Get him, mate. Dougie brushes his teeth but moves his head back and forth instead of his hands. Exactly, Fighters Club. Like Tito Ortiz opening a bottle of water. Dougie sticks... What is happening? What is all this? What is going on? What is all this shit? We're trying to have a very serious stream about the scoring criteria of MMA. What is going on with the Dougie brushes his teeth like an idiot? Dougie brushes his teeth but moves his head back and forth. Dougie sticks his toothbrush in the mirror and brushes his teeth with no hands, just going back and forth like a chicken. What the fuck are we talking about? He rejected the money from the lawsuit and defended the UFC on everything. Then he went on to say that Brazil are corrupt and places like America aren't. Oh, God. Yeah, America's exceedingly corrupt. Exceedingly corrupt. Everywhere's corrupt. Yeah. I feel like, you know, Moicano is like a teenager. You know what I mean? He's like halfway to understanding the world. And he's gotten halfway. And now he's like, I understand everything. And it's like, Moicano, you're halfway there. You just got to keep digging. Just a little bit more. Dougie likes it when stop it. Dougie's the type of guy to close a fridge door on his... What is happening? Dougie's the type of guy to sit on a horse... What is happening? Immortal, yes, so the reason you're home than one of the they used to be, same with the population. Dougie, now is a good time to talk about what happened in your Freemason meetings. No. Dougie asks guy friend to help him with the toothbrush between his ties to move his head, brush his... What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? Point of view as a 16-year-old when they become political. Exactly, corporatism. I agree. Right. Striking and grappling moves that have big impact right away or build up over time to potentially end the fight. Immediate matters more than cumulative. This is interesting. Fighters are judged more on the effectiveness of their actions, simply being on top or bottom. Effective grappling is the main factor in scoring a round. Other criteria like aggression or control are only considered if striking and grappling are completely equal. Now, there is a part in the impact that people in the live chat really, really like to get on. There is a certain part in the discussion of impact that people really like to get on, and I fucking hate it. So this was where I started talking to ChatGPT about it. Why is this all happening now? Hang on a second. There we go. Okay, we're going to do it like this. Now, the big thing in impact that people like to get on that I completely disregard or do not care about is this sentence right here. Using the striking or the grappling to lead to diminishing of the opponent's energy, confidence, and abilities and spirit. This is where people seem to think that holding someone against the cage actually counts for something because it's in the criteria of impact. This part right here, let me get a highlighter out. Where are we at? Let me get a highlighter out. Yes. Here. This here is where people seem to think that if you hold someone against the cage, that actually counts for impact. And it doesn't count for sweet fuck all. And we'll go through it. We'll go through it right now while you guys talk about me bouncing on a horse and brushing my teeth weird. Dougie smiles in front of the mirror and brushes the mirror instead of his mouth. Dougie's the type of guy to go to therapy for mental health instead of drinking like a man. That is not true, OTM. I will drink like a man. Dougie's the type of guy to reuse his mouthwash because he can't swallow it. I still have a country too. Dougie's the type of guy to feed the people on his TV screen. Dougie's the type of guy to giggle when a woman takes her pants off. Did I just accidentally bring up the Armenian genocide to make fun of Armin? I guess I did. Maybe I need to think about my actions. No, corporatism. It's alright. This is a Serbian YouTube channel. We talk about genocide all the time. Dougie's the type of guy to lick the screen when Derek Lewis takes his shorts off. Dougie's the type of guy to sit on the toilet without putting his second seat down and just fall in. Okay, this is... I guess the chat is getting me back for doing the Fighter Matrix yesterday. This is not good. This is not going the way that I wanted this to go at all. Right, now, listen. Listen to this. I asked ChatGPT this bloody question, chat, while you guys are just busy making gay jokes, which is, just classic MMA YouTube. You bloody love that. Where am I at? Why is everything gone hoo-ha here? This stream is not going well. I'll tell you that for free, chat. I'll give you that one for free. This stream is not going well at all. Hang on a second. I need to get... Now my screen's all fucked up. This is falling apart quickly at the seams. We've got chat going absolutely nuts, just having its own conversation. And we've got me fucking up this. Alright, sick. Right, now, having said all that, we talked to ChatGPT. Get rid of that. Go there like that. Fuck that off. Fuck that off. Fuck that off. Fuck all that off. Oh my god, this is going badly. Alright, sick. We asked ChatGPT this question. With the immediate weighing in more heavily than the cumulative, would you say one big shot is prioritized in winning the round more than holding someone against the cage and diminishing their gas tank in a cardio sense? Just one big shot. One big shot can outdo the whole diminishing their gas tank. Let's see if chat has changed it up in any way. Dougie is the type of guy to start producing estrogen when Luke Rockhold weighed in. Who wins in a squirt off? Dougie is the type of guy to taste the picture of food. Dougie is the type to talk about the Matrix while going on a date. Been streaming long, dickhead? Yeah, it's not going well, Nacho. Dougie is the type of guy to go to Taco Bell and see how big of a burrito that he can swallow. Dougie is the type of guy to believe that Robert Whittaker is going to make a comeback. Robert Whittaker is going to make a comeback, chat. Robert Whittaker is going to make a comeback. Dougie is the type of guy that goes on dating websites and ticks women looking for a man. Define big shot. Any shot. Big shot. A shot. Big shot. One shot. Dougie is the type of guy to ask Grunk for the best way to help it go with... Wait, hang on a second. Dougie is the type of guy to ask Gronk for the best way to help it go in without pain. Dougie is the type of guy to get his pronouns on his social media. Dougie is the type of guy to test his gag reflex when he eats a banana. Go on, chat. Go on, get it out. You keep getting it out, chat. You keep getting it out. Yes! A single big shot. Where am I at? Let's do this. And let's bring it over here like that. We'll put that there like that. And then we'll put that there like that. And we'll drop that down. Ooh, let's make it even smaller. Let's make it even smaller. Maybe I should have made this as a video. You know, I thought I'd get chat's perspective on this. But instead, chat just wants to make a whole bunch of gay jokes. Why should I have thought that chat would have any perspective on the scoring criteria of MMA? I'm the idiot here. I'm the idiot for thinking chat would have any sort of perspective on the scoring criteria so we could finally figure this shit out. What a dumbass I was. What an absolute dumbass that I was. Dougie's the type of guy to ask Gronk for the best way to make it in go out the pack. We did that one. Dougie's the type of guy to put his pronouns in his social media bio. Dougie's the type of guy to test his gag reflex without eating a banana. Dougie's the type of guy to push the chips away at the table and say, get these away from me. Dougie is the type of guy to say, geez Louise, and swing his arms when he... swing his arms when he trips over. Dougie is the type of guy to say that he isn't hungry and then goes to take your food. If the opponent is not hurt, dropped, or staggered, I don't consider it a big shot, and it should be put above a whole round of clinch work. Well, unfortunately, I'm extremely Asian. I completely disagree. And so does Gronk. Yes, a single big shot that has an immediate impact, like a strike that visibly hurts or staggers an opponent, is prioritized over holding someone against the cage to wear them down cardio-wise. The rules emphasize that immediate impact more heavily than cumulative impact. Holding an opponent against the cage might contribute to cumulative effects by draining their energy, but a significant strike with a clear and instant damage or potential to end the fight will typically score higher in the round, assuming everything else is equal. Doug is the type of guy to forfeit on a glizzy bet and then use the remaining glizzies off the stream. I mean, that kind of did happen once. That was one time. Dougie the type to talk about the scoring criteria when his kids are asking for their allowance. It does look like it. Dougie is the type of guy to have his bathroom full of live life. I hate those fucking posters. Dougie is the type of guy to create a community of retards only to end up being made fun of by the retards. He is like a real shit-sped teacher. I feel like Mighty Mouse right now. I'm very passionate about MMA. So I chose to make an MMA channel to talk about MMA. And you guys are just acting retarded. I'm having a Mighty Mouse moment, right? I'm being Mighty Moused right now in my own stream. Dougie is the type of guy to sprint like he's an anime character. Never once ever. Dougie is the type of guy to hold you against the fence and put his hands up at the end of the fight. Yes, this is essentially what we are arguing against here. Dougie is the type of guy to call... to call the homeowners association because his neighbor's lawn is 1 centimeter too small. No, but we have one of those kind of guys here in my apartment block, and they're fucking annoying. And technically, you're not allowed to have anything go over your defined car park area. You're blocking the walkways with all your plastering material. I agree, but if the opponent is not staggered or hurt, how could it be considered a fight-changing strike? Yeah, I guess, like, a little... Like, one jab, I would say. I'm extremely Asian. I agree with you on this. One jab isn't going to win you. Sean jabbing Merab once, if Merab has held him against the cage the entire time, isn't going to win Sean the round. But holding someone against the cage to merely gas their cardio out for the entire round is probably one of the least impactful things you could do in a 5-minute period out of all the impactful things that could be done over a 5-minute period. Dougie is the type of guy that warms up before a game of... Hell! Dougie's the type of guy to do donkey calf raises at the gym. Don't even know what they are. Dougie's the type of guy to go bald at 40. Literally have the best hairline and color in my hair and physique of any natural 37-year-old on the internet. Dougie is the type of guy to make an American snack tier list. Has been done before. Really good stuff. In all seriousness, Dustin Poirier is mid. No, he's not. Then by that, Islam Makhachev must be mid. Corporatism. By that argument, Islam Makhachev has to be mid as well. Dougie's the type of guy to dress in all black because it makes him look cool. It's just the best clothing to wear, just black clothing. Cool. Next thing. That's the wrong button. Which button do I want? I want this button. Right. Next thing. What do you think about this? I'm extremely Asian. Since I'm extremely Asian is the only one taking today seriously. Unbelievable. You put in all this work, and I'm extremely Asian, the Asian one, is the one that is taking this seriously. Knowing this, if two fighters are on the ground, and fighter A is in top position but not landing shots, and fighter B is in bottom position, throwing up submission attempts, who would win this exchange? You're in bottom position, because we've heard on commentary before, Daniel Cormier and Michael Bisping saying that you never want to be in bottom position. But it says in the scoring criteria, it doesn't matter if you're in top or bottom position. Technically, top and bottom position is a 50-50 position. The only thing that matters, literally the only thing that matters, is what impact you are doing towards ending the fight straight away in that moment. Submissions aren't real, says Toad. Because Toad doesn't want to lose the Armin fight versus Charles Oliveira. Because Toad knows after we've done this, I'm going to bring up the we're going to bring up the Charles Oliveira Armin Sarukian fight. Where am I up to? Dougie's the type of guy to dress it up. We did that one. Dougie calf raise is when you bend over and have a guy sit on your back. OTM. Disgusting. Dougie is the kind of guy to use his spare time pretending to be a police officer. Dougie is the type of guy to have a year's supply of gay time their ice creams. Super shock on. They're golden gay time ice creams. What a Chad Dougie is to put up with this. Thank you, Fighters Club. I appreciate it, mate. We must press on. Dougie is the type of guy to retire from MMA YouTube after getting 100k. Absolutely fucking not, Eric. That's too far. Out of everything that's fucking been said, to compare me to Lucas Tracy, you guys can say that I'll shove a toothbrush into a donkey's arsehole and move my head to brush my teeth around the brush. But comparing me to Lucas fucking Tracy is a comment too far, cunt. I reckon Islam is mid as well. Holy shit, corporatism. You should have been here for my Islam Sarukian career retrospective live stream. I agree. Dougie is the type of guy to set up an OnlyFans to support his YouTube. I'm not Corey Sandhagen, mate. Alright? I made $2 million just of showing my balls. The bottom fighter has got to be doing what? What does the question say, Fighters Club? Is it not big enough? I'm genuinely curious. Or are you just listening along? You might be listening along. If two fighters are on the ground, fighter A is in top position but not landing any shots. Fighter B is in bottom position, throwing up submission attempts. Who wins this exchange? Dougie is the type of guy to say that he wants to go to Thailand to make a compound, but just rents ladyboys when he gets there. You got to do what you got to do, OTM. Dougie is the type of guy in wrestling practice to ask his training partner to do an oil check so he can practice getting out of it. Not true. Dougie is the type of guy to drench himself in oil before wrestling practice. Yes, very true. You can't catch me, I'm too slippery. Dougie is the type of guy to fight in a brawl against Max only to clinch in the last few sets. That's unfair. That is unfair, Kyle. That is unfair. Dougie's the type of guy to smile at you and ask you, would you like a Golden Gate? Dougie's the type of guy that does drywall but actually works at a scam call center. Oh, what's up, Evloev? How are you, dude? If the subs are half-assed like Gun versus Ngannou and it's not getting close to getting a tap, it shouldn't mean much. But here's the thing. Is Fighter A doing anything other than landing the shots? Because at least throwing subs leads to finishing the fight. Even if they are half-assed, at least throwing subs does lead to finishing the fight more than simply draining a fighter's gas tank. Like, being in top position, not doing anything, by the reading of the scoring criteria, is pretty much the same thing as standing in front of someone and not throwing any jabs or low kicks. Because remember, taking someone down is just a changing of position. So two fighters are either upright or they are on the mat. If fighter A is in top position, not doing anything at all, then yeah, throwing up half-ass submissions on the bottom does still win you the round. What do you think about that? I'm extremely Asian. There is supposed to be a comma between bottom wins exchange. Either top or bottom, whoever is doing the work wins, in my opinion. Exactly, Fighters Club. Exactly. In MMA, Fighter B attempting submissions from the bottom is likely to win the exchange over Fighter A, who is on top but not landing stride. Based on the rules of Infact, the definition of Infact, swelling cuts or actions that reduce an opponent energy, confidence, or ability, submission attempts from the bottom can be impactful if they threaten to end the fight or force the opponent to defend intensely, draining their stamina or morale. The judges prioritize effective grappling with immediate cumulative impact that could finish the fight. Submission attempts count as effective grappling. Just holding top position without attacking is less significant. Fighters are scored on action and effectiveness, not just position. Where I'm up to. If you're under another man getting grounded, pounded, you're a bitch. No amount of neck... No, but that's not the question, Toad. The question is if they're not doing anything. If they are doing anything, if they are ground and pounding, then the fighter on top does. But, like I'm Extremely Asian has pointed out, you do have fights where it's like Francis Ngannou, where he's just sitting in top position over Cyril Gane, not doing anything. Dougie, you have to watch Shard, a Straw to Fail film, 3 minutes. The main character is you if you were cracked out. I'll check it out, corporatism. Dougie is the type of guy. Dougie is the type of guy. Dougie is the type of guy. New stream idea. Dougie is the type of guy. Dougie is the type of goy. Remember when Gareth said, if one man... Oh, remember when Justin Gaethje said, if one man can hold you down, two can grip you. This is true. The GOAT will return to the PFL at 38. Does that mean you're fighting Dakota Ditchever? No, Artem Lobov is coming back, mate. Artem Lobov is coming back. Even a half-ass sub can be used as a means to an end. Could be the fighter doesn't mean to throw up a sub for the purpose of getting it, but to expose other means of finishing. Exactly, username. Dougie's the type of guy to... Where am I up? Dougie's the type of guy to perfectly dug in a club for... What are you saying, mate? Dougie's the type of guy to be gay for a week because the variety of spice of life. Shut up, Eric. Oh, Dougie's the kind of guy to accidentally end up in North-South. Why not? Women are annoying. No. Sweet Jesus, that's a lot of writing. What's up, Capatheist? How are you, dude? We're going through the scoring criteria of MMA and how to actually properly understand them. It's going well. The class is absolutely spazzing out. I should have known that trying to sit down and talk to the chat... I should have known that sit down and trying to talk to the chat was going to turn out this way. This is on me. This is on me, Capatheist. How are you, dude? I'm trying to educate the chat on the scoring criteria of MMA, and it really does feel like the classroom is just spazzing out, mate. I feel like a Mighty Mouse trying to teach Death Sentence how to fight, dude. Dougie, hold on, brother. I got a fart. I pull it out. Yeah, oh, help me. What's up? Dougie is the type of guy to make an MMA stream to talk about. I didn't do that. I mean, all MMA streams are just talking about men. Would you rather be on top or bottom? I feel like throwing half-ass sub only gasses you out. You are basically being a Michelle Waterson and shadow boxing in the cage. Almost like that, except there's a heavy bag on top of you. Like, by the scoring criteria, by the way, Extreme Nation, I would rather be on top. But this is very specifically asked in a way of fighter A, the fighter in top position, is literally doing nothing. Right? Now, I switched it around and then talked about what if fighter A, fighter in top position, starts throwing down ground and pound. Well, now fighter A starts to win the exchange. Mr. C, I have no idea what that says. Hey, Paul, how are you, dude? Good to see you, man. I would let Alexa Grasso front kick me in the face. You'd catch it with your mouth, mate. Dougie's the type of guy to act sus to get invited to the girl's sleepover. No, I mean, that is a great way to get in there. Half-ass subs should be scored, even if they gas themselves out. That's for the next round. They did still action in the current round. Exactly, Kyle. Even if you're on bottom, the half-ass subs should count. However, they don't count if the fighter in top position starts throwing down heavy ground and pound. Dougie's the type of guy to take 30 silver coins to betray his best. How dare you, Eric? 2 streams in a row, the chat just talks about whatever we want while Dougie talks to himself. What is he doing? What am I meant to say? You guys are just doing Dougie is Dougie. What do you want me to do, OTM? Gift me memberships, mate. It's not up to me, Ali. We are having our spazzed out leftovers. Yeah, I feel like chat is getting me back from yesterday. And hey, I'm extremely Asian as being the teacher's pet. I know, mate. Have they reached the limit of their attention span? They reached the limit of their attention spans. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 slides in, and they went full TikTok. They went full 4 slides into the discussion of what makes the MMA scoring criteria, and they went absolutely fucking nuts, mate. Subs should only be counted if you get them. Threatening with a sub literally means you get points for failing. So, the sub only counts if you're close to getting them, if nothing else has happened in the round. Dougie is the type of guy to say women have... I'm absolutely not that type of guy, thank you. Dougie is the substitute teacher that got stuck with the punk art. No, the chat is fucking coming at me. The chat is coming at me hard because I fucked with them yesterday. I deserve this. This stream is going to be retitled Chat's Revenge. Chat's Revenge for yesterday's stream. Oh my god. Where's the Subway servers on the bottom half of the screen? What are you talking about, corporatism? Where's the Subway servers on the bottom half? Dougie's the type of guy to pretend to be asleep first at the sleepover, so when he's freaked on, he can chortle to himself quietly. Has anyone heard of mass hysterias? Maybe chat is experiencing. I think chat is experiencing one, yeah. The world is stressful right now, to be fair. Not really, mate. Not really. The world's in pretty much cruise control right now. I would give it a draw because neither is being effective. Well, at least one is trying to finish the fight, whereas the guy in top position is doing nothing. Dougie's the type of guy to teach the triangle choke to a girl on her first date. Exactly. Slides, Capatheist. Slides. Is this on how we want the rules to be interpreted, or this is the official rules? This is breaking down the... I had a conversation with Gronk about the official rules, Capatheist, and now I am bringing them to the chat to let me know their interpretation. So far, I'm Extremely Asian is the only one that cares. I'm Extremely Asian is literally the only one that cares. Dougie is the kind of guy that waits till his friend is asleep so he can... Ew! Jesus Christ, Dougie, they're on the internet for a reason. They aren't sitting through that much text. Well, we're talking about it, but it was meant to be interactive, Paul, but it's not going well. Charles Oliveira loves being underneath other men. He does. You're lucky that they can even read. I know. I need Family Guy clips playing if I'm expected to learn anything. Why do you need Family Guy playing? Help me. Oh my god, we have mass hysteria every third stream. It feels like it, Paul. It feels like it. Justin gets it. I mean, I didn't know the learning abilities of today's youth was so low that you guys couldn't even think about your own sport for... I mean, to be fair, I didn't even bring up the scoring criteria of MMA until we were 30 minutes into the stream. It's literally been half an hour of just talking about what is meant to be your favorite sport and the rules of your favorite sport. And chat crashed out 5 minutes into talking about it. 5 minutes into talking about the scoring criteria, chat was just like, we can't do this. There needs to be buzzing noises. There needs to be Family Guy. I've got to be playing a game at the same time. I had no idea. I had no idea the modern generation was this incapable of thinking about something in a grand idea for more than 5 minutes. Dougie is the type of guy to get suspended from primary school because he kept chasing the other boys and trying to kiss them. No. Good haircut, Dougie. I'm getting all that I can relevant while I'm available. Gotta go. You're all good, Paul. You're all good, mate. Dougie is the kind of guy to eat your goldfish. I had a mate who could eat people's goldfishes at house parties. He would do it as a house party trick. He'd eat their goldfish and then he'd vomit it back up. This class feels like a Friday presentation. Let's try again after the... I know, it's not working, Mike. It's not working. 30 minutes in, though. We got to do this more often. It was a good time. Dougie is the type of guy to get a betting sponsor and then immediately tell his whole chat to put their life savings on Oliveira and Tapura. I do have a betting sponsor in my inbox. Some European betting company is in my inbox. Dougie is the kind of guy to ask if you want the last slice of pizza, hoping you'll say no so he can eat it for himself. No, don't forget to like the stream, guys. Dougie is the kind of guy to say madly and then milady and then tip his fedora. Where are the goofy ass sound? What are you talking about, Eric? Real talk. I had a buddy who was the only male cheerleader at high school. Looking back, he was playing some 4D. That was some genius fucking move, username. That was a genius fucking move. What's up, John Dong? Good to see you, dude. Good to see you, dude. How are you, man? What's the fight radio's naming it? Tommy boy. Dougie is the type of guy to remind the teacher of the home... No, that is not me, Justin Kennedy. Dougie is the kind of guy to lick the last piece of pizza so no one else wants it. That is me. We are the most retarded MMA community. We are. No, the MMA streaming community, the online MMA community, MMA YouTube is insane. I love it. And it's insane. I should just made this as a video. Bring me a mush! No, you were gifted a membership. I should just make this as a video. I'll make it as a video. No one's going to watch this video. You know what? Next time there's a fucking robbery, I'll bring up my slides. That's what I'm going to do. Next time there's a robbery, everyone's going to be like, how could you say that was a robbery? And I'm going to bring up my slides. And I'm going to explain to them how I know it was a robbery because I've done my homework. Yes, that's what we're going to do. This was a complete waste of time. Oh, well. What was I up to? We're the most retarded MMA community. Thank you, Mitch. Thank you. Are they really trying, though? You should be rewarded for effectiveness and not for failing and fall. Again, I'm extremely Asian. Only if the guy in top position is not doing anything. I get it, though. The rules are total shit, pieces of shit, something of shit. They're deliberately openly interpreted to allow them to fuck people over when it suits them. I know Carpathius, so I literally broke it down point by point in different scenarios. It hasn't gone well, but I've got slides if we ever need them. Dougie eats Dougie eats the erasers off the pencils that he borrowed. Do any UFC fighters live in Melbourne? Are they all straight? No UFC fighters live in Melbourne. What's up, John Dong? Good to see you. How much are they offering? I don't... I didn't read it in that much detail. I just saw it there in my inbox. Thoughts on Guru collaborating with Aiden Ross and officially becoming one of them. Let's see if he can survive the brainwashing. How am I still a member? But people give memberships all the time. They're legends, premium whoosh. Dougie is the type of guy to wiggle his finger and put his hands on his hips when he's getting angry. Absolutely not. Guru is an absolute sellout. It's crazy, the hypocrisy. How is Guru a sellout? How is he a sellout? Because he got sponsored? How is that selling out? I will get sponsored one day. I want this to be my job. Where am I up to? I was up to Help Me, the beautiful Scotsman. Guru is an absolute sellout, lad. It's crazy, the hypocrisy. Wait, is that Guru Aiden Ross thing real? It is Super Shotgun. Impression of Dougie's hot cousin scissoring with Chay's sister. No, I'm extremely Asian. We love you, Dougie. I love you guys. It was a good attempt. Make it as a video and we'll keep these comments. I know, dude, Eric, if I make it as a video, the fucking comments section, Jesus Christ. Nothing will be about the scoring criteria. Oh, Dougie wants to go back. I don't. Make it as a video as homework and stream it as a... Yeah! That's a good idea, Mike Lang. I'll only answer the questions in the chat. I'll only answer the comments in the chat if they answer it correctly. That's a good idea. Ali is asking for a gifted membership. If anybody out there would like to do some gifted memberships, that would be awesome. How does YouTube pay? Well, YouTube pays me absolutely nothing on ad revenue. I do not get nearly enough clicks. The only money I make off YouTube is the kind of money that you guys kindly donate to me. My videos do not get enough views. I get, in my back end, $3 every 1,000 views. Have a look at how many views my videos get. I don't make money. When Tommy Boy is not in the chat, it's because he's in Dougie's walls. This is true. Dougie's the type of guy to call the police when his house is broken into. No, I take it into my own hands. Terms of service agree. Oh, yeah, that's right, Capathius, yeah. You were gifted a membership. I paid for it as the same energy. I got caught. You got dominated. Guru's been a sellout. How is Guru a sellout? The thing you check off without reading on it. Yeah, no, I agree, Capathius. Bang Eats Chowder, thank you for gifting 1 membership. There you go, guys. You can click on that right there in the chat where it says gifted 1 membership, and you can select yourself to receive gifted memberships. Dougie's the type of guy to complain about not enough women's MMA on UFC cards. You know that is not true, Super Shotgun. Stop insulting me like that. Dougie's the type of guy to flip his dog poo into the next garden. Yes. I went to uni after 2 years of working after leaving school and did a Bachelor of Arts in the 3D, spiritual design, 3D, 28 girls. As good as it sounds, being a few years older was key. Oh, Daniel, you must have ripped through that fucking class. Ripped through that class. Like AIDS in San Francisco in the 70s. Well done, Daniel. Strikes from the bottom are completely ineffective except for elbows if they manage to cut. They do count. Strikes from the bottom do count. The scoring criteria says it doesn't matter if you're on top or bottom. It matters what lands with impact. I give Guru 8 months before he... No, Guru will be alright. Why are you guys turning on Guru? You guys are literally from his stream. Every comment will be, Dougie is the kind of guy... I know, I can't make the video, Justin Kennedy. Guru used to always talk about how gambling is degeneracy to young men and damaging. Now he sponsors gambling. He also said Aiden Ross was an industry plant, and now he is doing the fight card. Yeah, this is true. This is true, but you can't... Yeah, this is true. This is true. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point, Feral Florida man. Dougie's the type of guy to walk through your house after stepping in shit. No. Guru used to say he'll never take sponsorships, then his first sponsor he accepts is a gambling sponsor. It's different if you say you'll take sponsorships, then get some later. Guru is a hypocrite. God damn. Yeah, fair enough, OTM. Yeah, I mean, I guess I have been pretty open about the degeneracy. But like when you guys say that Nina Drama's a degenerate, I'm like, you guys do know you're watching cage fighting surrounded by girls in bikinis. And I have been very open that I would take a sponsorship. So yeah, I get what you guys are saying. Yeah, I get what you guys are saying. Then they take 30% off the top. True. You favor Palolo over RDR? No, always RDR, Mitch. Always, except against Robert Whittaker in a rematch. Dougie wishes he got more in the back end. I do, Mr. C. In the back end. Dougie's the type of guy to make an MMA YouTube channel. I am the type of guy to make a bloody MMA YouTube channel. Thousands and thousands in donations every stream, thousands in memberships, gambling sponsor, and it's still not enough. He's already a multi-millionaire. I hear you, Feral Florida man, when you put it like that. Dougie only watches Invicta. Fuck you, Justin Kennedy. Mate, you mustn't make any money with your BA. With your back end. I don't make any money with my back end. Guru is desperately trying to get in with the UFC so he can sell out even more. Wait, this has helped me. Guru is desperately trying to get in with the UFC so he can sell out even more than he already has. After all the shit he spoke about Dana and the UFC, it's mad hypocrisy. You don't think that he is genuinely trying to get in so he can be a voice of reason in the UFC and try and make it better? Maybe. I mean, but this is the thing, right? I don't know how getting in with the... I get what you guys are saying about Guru saying he would never take a sponsorship, and then he did take a sponsorship. And not only did he take a sponsorship, he didn't take a sponsorship with like a coffee company. He took a sponsorship with a gambling company. I get that. I hear that. But do you not think he would make more money being an outsider of the UFC? Because once you're in with the UFC, you got to be a shill and start making shill narratives like Bisping does, like DC does, like Chael Sonnen does. So for Guru's brand and the way that Guru is online, it would be better for Guru not to get in with the UFC. What do you think about that? Help me. Dougie, you don't rip through the class, you rip through their friends. I rip through the class once and oh yeah, of course. Yeah. You don't shit where you sleep. That is a good point, Daniel. Very good. I still like him, but we shouldn't mindlessly glaze him. We should call him out on his contradiction. No, it's fair or Florida, man. I hear you. Don't shit where you eat. Yeah, no, I completely agree, Daniel. You're right. Dougie is the type of guy to rethink his opinions halfway through the retarded stream. Yes, if something's not going well, you should think about why you fucked up, corporatism. The other option is eating a mix of food and shit. Kyle, I have forgotten what you and I were talking about. Now it just sounds like we're eating shit. Guru going on Aiden Ross is the closest he's going to talking with Dana White. I doubt he's going to go on Aiden Ross and start. I doubt that he is going to go on Aiden Ross and start defending the Jews. That's what I think, Chedhead. I don't think he's going to do that, dude. I think he's going to try and keep it as real as he can while still being influential in the space. Dude, if I was in Guru's position, I'd set myself up my family for life. All I had to do was promote gambling. I would 100% do it. But I think what's annoying the chat Fighters Club is that Guru talked anti-gambling for so long and then got a gambling sponsorship. You know what I mean? Because I think all of us would take the money and set our families up for life. Thank you so much, Mike Lang, for the 5 gifted memberships. York got one. Cage got one. Chrissy J got one. His class is over. I'm extremely Asian. Never Hold Hands got one. And Ali got one. That is a great group. That is 5 out of 5 regulars. Ali's a regular, Never Holds Hands is a regular, Chrissy's a regular, Cage is an OG that pops in from time to time, Yog is a regular. That is the best bounce we have ever gotten on gifted memberships. That is the best bounce ever. Guys, if you want to get a gifted membership, now is the time. While that bubble is up at the top of the screen, click on that bubble and say, yes, I want to receive gifted memberships. Great pull. Good night, Mike. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the gifted memberships. As we say in Australia, fucking good on you, cunt. Thank you so much, Mike. I really appreciate it, mate. That was a legendary one. Nothing wrong with taking the sponsors, even the betting ones, but claiming you never will, and then I hear you. Help me. Yep, got to crash. America's. Good night, Mike. Good night. It's the same with Ariel had an in with the UFC. Guru wants some of that action. Maybe. Yeah, no, I hear you. Guru's not actually going to try and get to Dana White talks. He just doesn't even care about trying to corner Aspinall. Guru's not going to actually try to get to Dana White. He just talks. It's like he doesn't even care about trying to corner Aspinall. I think he does care about trying to corner Aspinall, Feral Florida man. I think you got the wrong read on that. I think you would love to corner Aspinall. Big John talks about the types of power from punches that he trains refs and judges look for. Strikes with power coming from the bending of the elbow and the shoulder and from the hips and the legs. Yes, you can actually really see there's some fucking crack on it, not just jab, tape, like it's a bit of a sparring match. What's up, Dark Light? Yeah, delirium. Good to see you, dude. I hope you're well. If make more money is the goal, then selling out is the way to go. Maybe, dude. I don't know, because this is why I'm saying it, Carpathius, because it's been shown that Guru makes more money on YouTube than ESPN does on YouTube. Their YouTube channels. More money than ESPN does on YouTube. He absolutely makes more money than Good Guy, Bad Guy does on YouTube. He probably makes more money than Ariel does on YouTube. And Guru's done it by not selling out. So that's why I'm genuinely asking the question, wouldn't it be smarter for Guru's brand to not sell out? Elbow punches are the least effective, which is what most punches on the ground are from. Again, it depends on the position, Mr. C. So if the top fighter is being Francis Ngannou and just laying on top of you, and the bottom fighter is being Tony Ferguson, or even just throwing up submissions, then in the reading of the rules, bottom fighter is winning the positions. Guru is a narcissist. He wants money and wants people to love him. That's why he talks shit, but is friendly on interviews and says little jokes on people so they can say that he's going against the grain. I mean, he does openly say, I'm a cunt, you should not like me. He does say that, OTM. You know, he does talk about what a cunt he is. You know what I mean, mate? He does do that. Cut out the cussing and Guru is really... cut out the cussing and Guru is really... I don't know, dude. I mean, he spends quite a big proportion of his stream talking about the Jays and how they run everything and noticing that they're everywhere. I mean, yesterday he did a whole Alexander Volkanovski bit on 9/11. And noticing everything. You know what I mean? Like, that's still pretty out there. You know what I mean? Is class over? Class is over. I'm extremely Asian. Dougie gambling sponsorship is just going to be Eastern European bookie named Igor. This is the problem, dude. I glanced at it and I was like, this isn't the sort of sponsorship that I want to get a sponsorship. I was like, this isn't the one. What type of people that ruin the world? The ones willing to do something bad for... That's the type of people that ruin the world. The ones that are trying to do something bad for personal benefit. I mean, Kyle, that is quite literally human nature. Hell yeah, brother. Thanks, Mike Lang. You're a bloody legend. Good night, Mike. I'm telling you, can't compete with that kind of natural accuracy. Mate, Mike just knows how to land it. Imagine being mad at someone that didn't turn down $200K a month for spending 1 minute talking about a gambling app. I know, but I think what they're talking about here, Cheddarhead, is the chat seemed to be really annoyed with the fact that Guru talked against gambling for so long. Own up to your own gambling. Own up to your own gambling. And if you don't, good for you. But Guru is right. I'm all for being... Man, my dyslexia is fucking with this one, Daniel. Own up to your own gambling, and if you don't, good for you. But Guru is right. I'm all for the dumb being separated from their money that they can't hold. Yeah, I think, again, what feral Florida man seems to be annoyed at is Guru saying it's degeneracy and then being like, but gamble. You know what I mean? I used to be a black atheist when I was 26. Now I'm 35 and I'm Serbian Orthodox Christian. People change. There is nothing wrong with that. Very true, Mr. C. There you go. I am also from Florida. Guru makes thousands per stream. He does. It's hilarious how you could be the most non-controversial person on earth, but you get some trolls come into your stream and they annoy people. I know, but it is what it is, Mitch. It's all good. Where am I up to? Sure, his channel does, but the other revenue streams, I don't know. But either way, I look down on sellouts. MMA Guru is a cunt. Me versus MMA Guru. Quick comment about the Guru. Let's talk about Alexa Grasso's feet. Yes. The self-deprecating is a criticism shield. Is it? Mate, maybe people are just fucking flawed. You know what I mean? Like, I try and live a healthy lifestyle, and I talk about living a healthy lifestyle, but then I'll still drink a bottle of vodka on the weekend and eat KFC. Like, human beings are just hypocrites. And human beings are fucking flawed. You know? I think you're allowed to say, I'm a giant cunt. I think Guru is just a confused young man. He's been given a huge amount of fame and money at a weird age. True. Guru had made it by 30. He could retire and live comfortably. I know. This is very, very true, guys. Very, very true. Cash on anyone else's side. I think it's crash on anyone else's. I think it might have just been you, Eric. No one else was complaining about it crashed. I've watched Guru referring to how actually retarded the refs are for 10 minutes at a time. I've watched Guru referring to how retarded the referees are for 10 minutes at a time. It's not so tame. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm like. I don't think Guru's tamed. What's up, May Rays? What are you up? What are you guys talking about? We're talking about the MMA Guru right now, man. Guru saying I'm a cunt, don't like me is like guys that be like, I'm a bad guy, but I can't be loved. That actually want the attention. I think if Guru actually wanted attention, OTM, he could have very easily gotten more attention than he gets. I'm serious, dude. Like, if Guru really, really wanted attention, he could have started doing TikToks. He could have started doing shorts. He could have started doing meet and greets. He could have taken the Jesse on Fire podcast early in his career. Like, he grinded for like 4 years without anyone paying attention to him. He could have done the Jesse on Fire podcast, and that would have got him a bunch of attention. There are so many avenues that Guru could have gone down to get a lot of fucking attention. And he is sort of just stuck to YouTube. He doesn't do merchandise. He just sticks to doing his own thing. Did you notice that when he had to do the podcast with Mighty Mouse and he eventually said yes to it, he disappeared for like 2 weeks because he fucking hated committing to something with someone else. I don't know, man. I think he's just a normal human being that's got flaws and gaps, which we all have. Dougie is the type of guy to ban his biggest supporter. Imagine thinking about the gambling ad duration and not the morals. But this is the problem for me. I see why you're upset about it, feral Florida man, but I don't care because I don't hold myself to that high of a moral standard. Guru has narcissistic traits, but he's not a narcissist. People have some narcissistic traits, still young and trying to figure out what he wants to... Yeah, I agree, yeah. Guru is never right. Guru's been right about a lot of things. Basically, it's not the moral issue of gambling, it's the moral issue of the pocket. That's what it seems to be. Not all trolls are created equal. True. If I were on that plane with my kids, I would have went down like that. Actual quote from Mark Wahlberg. Fuck Fucking hell, mate. It's not human nature. People used to die before they went against their moral. It's pretty human nature. Like, humans are a mixed breed of people. You know what I mean? Some humans are exceedingly altruistic. Some humans are giant cunts. That is human nature. The duality of humans. Free will. People being different. And people would absolutely put themselves and their tribe beyond anyone else. You would put the well-being of your family above your morals. If someone had a gun to your mother's head and gave you a yes or no choice, if someone gave you the train tracks question of saving 10 people there but 1 people there, and it was your mother on the train tracks and 10 scientists on the other train tracks, you would save your mother. This is deep philosophy that you could talk about for hours, Kyle. Once all the Aiden Ross 16-year-old fans migrate to Guru Chat, it's going to be even more insufferable. They won't stay. They won't stay. He used to turn down a bunch of sponsors at the beginning, tell Chad he wouldn't accept any offers, but I'm sure younger Guru didn't know that he was going to get 350k subs and offered like 200k a month. Exactly, dude. Exactly. Maybe if Dougie defends Guru more often, he'll get... I'm not... help me. Listen, dude. I'm pointing out, I understand where Feral Florida Man is coming from. I get it. I see where he's coming from. But I'm not a fucking perfect person. I don't think that Guru has sold out that... I think Guru could sell out a lot more. A lot fucking more than he does. It's true, man. He's a giant cunt isn't a factual claim anyway. It's speculative description. True. Impression of John Anik doing the 9/11 paper. And here oh my goodness, and downing. It's too far. Extreme affiliation. It's very hard to criticize the decision. I will slam for... Okay. It's very hard to criticize the decision, even if it was hypercritical. He said he would never take a gambling sponsorship when he didn't have the option, but then he was offered a life-changing option. Yeah. And also, like, you're... Remember when Guru said he would never take the... Like, here's the difference, right? Think about this. Just think about this for a second, guys. Just think about this for a second. How could he sell out more? He's collaborating with the biggest industry influencer in America. Like, mate, I just told you how he could sell out more. He could be doing TikToks. He could be doing Reels. He could be doing ad reads during the streams. Like right now during the live stream, I could go, right, that's the end of the first hour, and now we're going to do draft. He could sell out way more. Way more. Now, going back to him saying that he was never going to have a gambling sponsorship, just think about this for a second. I'm 37, right? I've thought about my life and my career a bit. My actual career in plastering, where I would like the channel to grow. When Guru was saying these things, he was like 18, 19, 20. He was a kid. He wasn't thinking things through. You know what I mean? It's hypocritical to say I'm never going to take a gambling sponsorship and then go take a gambling sponsorship. But you can't pretend like there isn't more ways that he could sell out if he really wanted to sell out. There are more ways that he could sell out. There absolutely are. Like I said, the cut to the cussing and all of his takes, refs are bad, fighters stop being stupid and shit like that. He's just cussing a lot, so it yells and it sounds vulgar. I mean, OTM, he literally did do a noticing 9/11 was the Jays for like 5 minutes straight yesterday. The shit is still not working. Reset, Eric, reset, because it's working for everyone else, right? Who is the 38-year-old returning? It's Artem Lobov. Where am I up to? He's famous now. He's not allowed to be a regular dude. He has to be evil. It kind of feels like that, right? All morality is subjective. It is. Even if Guru is right, he is still wrong because he's a cunt. Guru jokes about saving Europe and the UK. I think deep down he actually wants to, as most people think like him would. He just has no idea what to do. Like there's two sides, Chat Guru versus Chad Guru. Yeah, there is that to it as well. But also people have different moods. Like people are in different moods on different days. You know what I mean? Like when you're a streamer, you're a real person. You're not just this character. Like Chael plays a character. Colby plays a character. You know, when you learn how to be a corporate person, you're playing a character. But when you're a streamer, you're just yourself. And you have different moods on different days. Let's justify the gambling sponsor. He's got it. He made bank alongside with the memberships and consistent dash donation. He's making bank. Why does he need more? It's a fair enough question to ask for a Florida man. Dougie, I hope you accept the first big time sponsor you get offered to. Thanks, Chedhead. Those 10 are the people, mothers, and would rather feel... Those 10 are other people's mothers, and I would rather feel the pain than one other person feeling. Those are 10 are other. Fair enough, Kyle. Fair enough. But that is a subjective choice, right? Your nipples are perfect. Thank you, Dark Lord. If people are okay with Guru selling out, then make videos about Dana. If people are okay with Guru selling out, then why make the videos about Dana? You can't pick and choose which hypocrisy is okay and which one isn't. We're fans of MMA YouTube. That's just how we fans of UFC can call. If people are okay with Guru selling out, then why make videos about Dana? You can't pick and choose which hypocrisy is okay and which isn't. We're fans of MMA YouTube, just how we're fans of the UFC. So we can call out both. That is true. You can call it out. You are calling it out. I'm listening to you guys. You are calling it out. How could he sell out more? We did that one. No, brother. No fan of MMA Guru, brother. Next thing you know, he's on the Nelk Boys and it's all over. Yes, he can do ads and make money, but he is a narcissist and still wants to be liked, so he doesn't sell out fully. He sells out just enough to make the money and still be loved by his fans. Maybe, OTM, maybe. So his morals are degrading. When I was 18, I had worse morals than I do now. Oh, God. Where am I up to? I want to make sure I get everyone. I'm not trying to, steamroll you guys and not hear you guys. I think most of us would fold under the circumstances. We should definitely criticize his bad moves, but we should also imagine what we would do with the circumstances that would cause us to be hypocritical. Yeah, that is true. Yep. Who cares? Let the man make his money. We all do it, no matter what we said years prior. Well, except Moicano. Yeah, Moicano was fucking holding down his morals to the bitter end. I think Guru could at least acknowledge, yeah, I guess I bought out after all. But instead, he just gets angry when people mention his decision was hypocritical and essentially call him... he could do that. He could say, I'm here. What's up, Bilal's good eye? It's been a hell of a stream, mate. It's been a good stream. Chat had a spaz out. Now we're having a decent conversation. Yeah, username 123. He could say, look, I was young. I was young. This is life-changing money. How could I say no to it? But he has said something along those lines before. He has said, I'm trying to save my family's life. You're a plasterer. I do concrete and masonry. Shut out, Dark Light Delirium. There you go. Yeah, man, I'm a full-time plasterer, yeah. I understand why I'd take the sponsor, but he stood on his soapbox and preached about morals and how people should act and how society is getting worse. He made his bed and now he's refusing to lie in it. I get what you guys are saying, help me. Yeah. By the way, as much as I hate selling out, I don't think Guru is sold out until he alters his content or censors his own speech for the sake of money. It's hypocritical, but I agree people are allowed to change their mind. Yeah, I would say, chat, just wait, watch his actions. If he stops making the jokes about, the towers and the people dancing, then you're noticing something. You know what I mean? Then you're noticing a change in his actions. That's what I would point out. Would you take a trip down to Wollongong and let Volk punch you in the liver on the stream? No, that would sound horrible. He was 18, clean head, and now the money temptations is slowly degrading his morals like it does to all the other influencers, so they can choose what the masses see. Do you mean the masters? Is this all about Guru? This is more about Guru going on Aiden and Ross, but yeah, there's a little bit about him taking a sponsor as well. Bilal's good eye. Guru felt it when he had to go at him for not doing... Guru felt it when I had to go at him for not doing anything. He said he has a big platform and he's not doing shit. As I have 100 followers and Snap, I was making more noise. Guru felt it when I had to go at him for not doing anything. I said he has a big platform and he's not doing shit, whereas I have 100 followers on Snap and I was making more noise than him. What do you mean, about what, Kyle? About what? Thanks, Dark Light, I appreciate it. Black screen, no chat is moving. Just refresh, close and refresh, Eric. I don't know what to tell you. It's working, Eric. I don't know what to tell you. What's up, Never Holds Hands? How are you, dude? If someone makes a video calling out Guru and his hypocrisy while staying objective, I bet it would blow up so much. Probably would, Feral Florida, man. Your haircut looks nice, no longer looks like a big wig. Thank you, Mr. C. What's up, Lowell's good to see you. At the end of the day, Guru donates to Dougie, so we have to be good to him on some level. You don't have to. Listen, guys, you don't have to, right? I'm just being objective here. Number one, I like Guru. I'm a fan of Guru. Number two, I understand that Guru was a young man when he said those things and people change their opinions. Number three, I look at how people behave, right? And if Guru really switches up on the red pill, on the truth, that's a different story. Do you know what I mean? I'm hearing you guys and what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but I don't think it's... Again, I see all the way... As someone who understands social media a little bit, and I don't even understand social media the way that people like Guru must understand social media. When he's been in a room with Mighty Mouse and Mighty Mouse's social media manager, when the UFC have lit... the UFC... You got to understand, he's been in South Africa with the UFC's embedded team and talked about putting him on embedded. He must understand social media to a completely different level. All the things that he could do and the few things that he has done, I don't have him on the he's sold out side of the scale yet. That's the truth for me. Impression of a sewer rat Burlell and Crow Ariel arguing over a piece of land. It's ours! I don't care how many we starve. Guru is turning into the pirate software of the MMA community. I don't understand the reference, but I know there's something about pirate software gaming going around. He sparked the autism in me. Time to make him an objective, yet retarded Vera. There you go, corporatism. Does autism or ADHD make someone have more morals? I often feel like I'm the only human with feelings. No, Kyle, it's not more. You have to understand that morality is literally subjective. Like, what is good to one person is evil to another. It's all about the eye of the beholder. There is a reason that philosophy is libraries full. There is literally a reason that what you are talking about here in this small sentence could fill the Library of Alexander. You are talking about the philosophy of life. Morality is not objective. It is completely subjective. When you put yourself out there for the world to see as much as Guru does, you're bound to contradict yourself eventually. He's still very young. I'm 50. You're all young compared to me. Yeah, I'm sure, I'll contradict myself on something eventually. It is gonna happen. The save his family's life thing is so dumb. He's a multi-millionaire. He can buy his hands into mansions. He acts like they're starving every time he brings them up. I mean, you don't know how much money let's say he's made $5 million, right? Let's say he's made $5 million that he's got to pay tax on. He might want to retire his mother, his father, his brother, and any kids that they have. Now, $5 million is not going to retire a family of, say, mum, dad, him, his brother. Let's say his brother has kids. $5 million is not going to retire a family for life in England with taxes. So you don't know how much he's made. So he's going to change his mind as he grows. Fargo, love him. We need him. This is about Guru taking on a sponsor. It is. He spoke about morals. He made jokes about Michael Chandler's children for $1. Yeah, exactly. There's a difference between selling, making money, and selling out. It's having previously not gambled, the worst thing anyone can point to. Guru went on Aiden Ross. Guru is considering going on Aiden Ross. Watching on a browser, but I can't type. I'm so sorry, Eric. I don't know why it's crashed out on you. Aiden said he wanted to do a fight card with him. After thinking and talking to the chat, he tweeted to Aiden saying that he wants to do it. Some of you guys need to fix your English. I wouldn't argue against the idea that a lot of us would do the same thing in Guru's position, but wouldn't be open to the same criticism we have for Guru. That's fair enough. You guys are allowed to have your criticism. Just because he makes 9/11 jokes doesn't mean he hasn't sold out. Gambling streamers literally do coke on the stream and say the N-word on Kick, but yeah, they sold out to gambling sponsors and they pushed the gambling. Fair enough, OTM. Hey Eric, could I type a limited amount of words before that was weird? Such a thing as objectively with subject awareness. He said, red pill, I threw up in my mouth. Well, you know what I mean. How else would you describe the banned part of the internet, the truth part of the internet that you're not allowed it? It's a description. How would you describe it? Never hold hands. Referring to the Guru, the UK, Africa, and America, basically the world, like you could tell what he wants to, but he just said it's an MMA channel when tried talking about it in his chat. Oh, right. Referring to the Guru, the UK and America, basically the world, like you could tell him that he wants to, but he just said it's an MMA channel when he tried talking about it in his chat. Yeah, well, sometimes, you got to try and keep chat MMA related because it does go off the rails. I don't know how anyone could be offended with gambling sponsors and be able to sit through a UFC card when they push gambling every single commercial and have it plastered on the octagon. I think what they have a problem with, Cheddarhead, is Guru saying that he wouldn't do that talking about how gambling is degeneracy and then being paid by a gambling sponsor. I think that's what's annoying them. I just want to punch Guru in the face, honestly, because he is a whiny bitch for real. Fucking hell, Darklight. Well, I've always been a fan of the Guru. I like him. DJ is pure MMA community, not outside lifestyle influencer who's forced out. Yes, but DJ is a pure MMA community. DJ is a pure MMA community, not an outside lifestyle influencer who's forced down everyone's throat. Like Aiden Ross is, feral Florida man. When asked about, he said, I would never jack off to a robot. How long until he buys a sex doll? Who knows? Master Dougie dropping logic. Thank you, Fighters Club. I'm with you on this one, Dougie. Sounds to me like Guru is just joining the cool to hate club. Rogan. Could be, but again, he's crafted an audience. I'm not surprised by this because his biggest videos are calling out hypocrisy in the UFC. This is what's going to happen. It's like what just happened with Joey Swole, right? Like Joey Swole just made his audience talking about hypocrisy at the gym and dogs of people. And then Joey Swole says Hulk Hogan was my hero. Like, Joey Small's audience is the kind of audience that would hate Hulk Hogan. Guru talks a lot about degeneracy and then got a gambling spot. Like, it makes sense why this is happening. Pirate Software is an actual piece of shit. Comparing Guru to that chat is insane. Yeah, I don't know enough about the Pirate Software thing. I only know about the hashtag. That's it. Nobody is hating on Guru, dude. Take his meat out of your mouth and realizing that he's not perfect should be called out in his hypocrisies. Oh, I know Feral Florida, man. I've been sucking him off, letting all of you guys say everything that's wrong with him and giving some perspective on it for an hour. God, what an absolute guru shill I've been. Oh, horrible Feral Florida, man. I've really got his cock in my mouth. I don't think Guru is becoming cool to hate. I think people are waking up to how unlikable he is. Maybe help me. You don't have to watch Guru. Don't watch him because I can possibly talk shit on him and blocks my account. Don't you think Humzat is going to win? Jackson Vlog got me believing. Oh, no. Simply kudos. Join the DDP army again, mate. Where am I up to? Especially those people who have a problem with lifestyle inflation. Yep. Having millions of dollars doesn't mean you can't retire and retire your whole family and keep you off the streets for the rest of your life. I'm not saying that his family are destitute, but he has been saying he wants to retire his family. He's been very open about that. I'm hearing so far as he's changed his mind about gambling. If that's the worst of it, I'm unbothered by it. Seems to be. Staring to my dick. We hated Guru for years. There you go. You're absolutely delusional if you think you can't retire on family on what you've made. Have you seen the donations he gets any single hour alongside all the gifted membership? I just took $5 million as a number. I don't know how much he's made. I just took $5 million as a number, Feral Florida, man. God, this stream went in such a special place for special people. It does, but we're letting him get it out. Yes, I'm delusional. Thank you for noticing. You're all good, mate. MMA Guru needs to be in street beefs with MMA Joey. He does, mate. I call it being funny. That's fair enough. Never holds out. Impression of John Anik doing a play-by-play of Indian boxing. No. Guru undersold his value. If he only took 200k a month, Steve will do it a random drunken makes a month from betting sponsor. Guru owns the entire MMA market. The UFC is an organ. Let me wait. If Guru in my opinion, that's what you said, not the aim, bro. In my opinion, Guru has undersold his value. If he only took 200k a month, Steve will do it as a random drunk and makes $2 million a month from his betting sponsor. Guru owns the entire MMA market. It depends, not the AM, bro. It really does. Guru does a 30-second ad read once a week. I don't know how much this guy, Steve will do, makes. Because I don't know if he's doing a 1 hour stream and every half an hour he's doing an ad read. Like Morning Combat does. Morning Combat, every half an hour they do an ad read live on the live stream. I don't know. You know what I mean? So it's hard. I don't know. I can't give you a good opinion on it because I don't know. The UFC is an organization. The sponsors and ring girls and everything they show is a decision taken by multiple people and pushed by money. There are large amounts of decisions and money in that. This is very true, Eric. Only problem is Guru hardly streams now. This is true, yeah. Strickland posted a photo on a boat and Kendra Luss commented, "Where's my invite? You think Sean's wife would be pissed if he chilled with Kendra?" Yes, I think Sean's wife would be pretty fucking pissed if he partied with Kendra on a boat. Rules for thee, but not for me. Feral Florida man says Guru should have enough money to buy an AI sex robot. He might have enough money to buy an AI sex robot. Then the lead to something being shown on the screen in contrast. Money that leads to... Yes, the UFC is an organization. The sponsors and ring girls and everything they show is a decision made by multiple people pushing money. Yes, that lead to something being shown on the screen. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, mate. Just got here. What is the Guru drama about? Chat is unhappy about Guru taking a gambling sponsorship and now considering doing the Aiden Ross podcast. Look at the nan they just whipped for the winter. John Anik. That wasn't directed at you, Doug. Fair enough, Feral Florida, man. Yeah, the new video just got posted while you were here. What? What do you mean? There shouldn't be a video posted. A video posted from me? What do you mean? Did MMA Joey just release it? Shut the fuck up, Simply Kudos. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. To an individual pushes gambling or horses like Nina Drama, that individual decision and therefore deserves the criticism. If an individual pushes gambling or whores like Nina Drama, that is an individual decision and therefore deserves the criticism. Yes! You can be criticized on anything that you do. As me and Kyle have noticed in this very chat, people have different morals. Therefore, Kyle can choose to judge me on my morals because Kyle is an individual. I can also choose to do whatever the fuck I want because I'm a grown man and can do. And Kyle's judgment shouldn't interact with me at all. I agree, Eric. That's just an example I'm using, Kyle. I thought Joey Swole was in hot water for revealing he casually refers to non-whites as color. I didn't follow him, so I didn't hear about the Hulk Hogan take. Yeah, but I was just drawing an idea of like, the other example is, you know, growing a vegan audience and then eating meat. Like Joey Small was just, stay sexy, motherfucker, stay sexy to you, like Delirium. I like Guru, and I agree with chat about being disappointed with hypocrisy. Guru himself says too many people dismiss valid criticism just as haters. Everyone is getting upset on Guru's behalf. Maybe. 5 million is a decent amount to retire parents on if they live in an upper middle class lifestyle, but I get the feeling that he wants to get loaded to feed his ego and his insecurity. Jesus Christ. All right, help me. Help me really doesn't like him. I totally get Guru saying in the past that he wants to retire his family, and I agree that I would do the same. Just needs to stop pretending that now after becoming a multi-millionaire that he is still working on retiring them. Maybe Feral Florida Man. Again, we don't know how much he's made, but I get what you're saying, dude. I get you. Literally gets millions and millions of views and does streams with 69 other rapper. He is not some random drunk compared to the Guru. Right, again, I didn't know about him. Guru makes too much for so little work that he might as well take as much money as possible from the channel until he dies. Might as well. I stopped watching Guru months ago. This is all news to me. There you go, never hold hands. What is the reference to Delirium? Don't remember commenting on theology. That Steve will do shit is kind of bullshit. He puts a certain amount back into the app to play with. There you go. I've never even heard of Steve Will Do. I've never heard of him until this stream. Guru should go to a UFC event. The fighters he shits on ain't gonna punch the wheelchair bedridden disabled person. Who's returning? Artem Lobov is returning to the PFL. It was a clickbait title. I'm sorry, I'll move on, Dougie. Thanks for keeping me open-minded to the discussion. I agree with a lot of your take. Thank you, Feral Florida Man. It's all good. That's why I didn't want to just like... I didn't want you guys to start shitting on the Guru and then have me like, well, that's the end of the stream, guys. Fucking nothing to see here. That would have been fucking shillery. Like, I'm happy for you guys to air your shit out, especially if you think he's not going to listen to it. All right, where are we up to? I was a fan of Guru for 2 weeks till the Dougie Ray. Tried watching his stream after visiting here and it felt a bit boring. Haven't watched him for 2 weeks. And well, thank you, Kyle. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. A lot of chat, not all of true Carpathius. Would you rather get free tomahawk steaks for life or an all expenses paid trip to JDM versus Islam? Free tomahawk steaks for life. I'd just go carnivore. Yeah, that'd be fucking awesome. Anyone can be criticized. Eat shit if you think otherwise. Yes, anyone can be criticized. Yes, of course. If you're against that sort of thing, I'm not a pussy or religious. I like whores. That's why I don't get it when people shit on Nina Drama. I feel like a dude with the name Kyle Morals would be like, drink Mountain Dew and Doritos every day. No, Kyle's just different perspective, different human being. Hello! How are you, Larry? It's been a hell of a stream, dude. We are going to be getting out of here, though, because it's been 2 hours, and it's been a hell of a stream, Larry. It's been a hell of a stream. Australian painter retires after 6 months. Simply Kudos is in a fucking mood today. Oh, my lord. My problem with the Guru is that he was paid by the bookies to convince the degens in his audience to gamble their money on plants like Pereira and O'Malley in fights they clearly had no chance of winning. Maybe Guru convinced himself that they were actually going to win. You know what I mean? To this day, Toad, 50%, no, 70% of this chat think Alex Pereira is still going to win the rematch against Magomed Ankalaev. I genuinely thought Jamal Hill was going to beat Alex Pereira. I really did. You know, Toad? One day I'm going to get a betting sponsor, Toad, and you're going to say, Dougie convinced all the degenerate gamblers that Jamal Hill had a chance. There are one of you no matter where you came from. Don't get that one, Feral Florida Man. What would you rather do on a stream? Get calf kick from Volk or take a right hand to the gut from Whitaker? I would rather take a right hand to the gut from Whitaker. Yes. What happened with Guru? Oh, Guru obviously got the ad sponsorship. And now he's considering going on Aiden Ross, and the chat they're not happy with him. And since we have a lot of people that came from Guru raids, we're listening to it here. We're airing them out. It's crazy that Guru's picks are really compared to other MMA YouTubers. They did stats, and Left Lane MMA somehow has the highest win rates. Yeah, there's a channel that follows them. There's a channel, a YouTube channel that follows all the MMA YouTubers. And I am currently sitting at 64%. I don't know where I rack up with everyone else, but that's where I'm currently sitting at. There you go. I wonder if Guru's picks are getting worse. Convincingly coincides with the start of the betting. Well, you could check that. I mean, that guy has had the stats all the time. So help me. You could literally check that and let me know. Let's move on to an early crafty vet with MVP hairline. Lucas Tracy, the salt miner. Let's move to another crafty vet with the recovery hairline. Lucas Tracy, the salty miner Tracy. Yes, Lucas Tracy, Mr. Steal everyone's ideas and retire from MMA. It would be nice if this video were... I'm so sorry, Eric. Dougie went from teacher to psychologist. Again, I'm an old man. You can't hate Lucas, dude's just pure bitches in Creamville. I think Lucas is retarded, but I find him exceedingly funny. I don't think... I do not mix with people, let alone Kyle's. There you go, Kyle. You're right, Feral Florida. Let's just glaze him for a bit. Where am I? Let's just glaze Lucas Tracy for a bit. Alex Pereira is going to knock Magomed out in the 5th. No, he isn't, Chethead. Kyle is the type of guy not to mingle with other Kyles. There you go. Laurent Murphy, bro. Laurent Murphy. I'll give him one more chance and see what happens with the Aiden Ross thing, but if he sell out, then I'm going to be full-time Dougie companion enjoy. Well, like I said, Feral Florida, man, watch the actions. Watch the actions. Watch the jokes over the next year. That's what I'll be doing. I don't understand how Guru picked O'Malley on the second Marab fight. Did I pick O'Malley officially on the second Marab fight? I don't remember. Kyle is the type of guy not to mingle with Pringles. Don't mingle with Pringles. Who's the victim in that scenario? The degenerates or the retards? Good question, Carpathius. Does Guru have a regular booking sponsor now, or is it still just Prize Picks because he can't simply bet on one guy to win on Prize Pick? He's got a Prize Pick sponsor once a week. He's got a Prize Pick sponsor for once a week for 30 seconds a week. 64% ain't too bad. Well, it's only been for 3 cards, Cheddarhead, so, you know. Let's see how I go by the end of the year. What's the channel called that does that? I don't know, but I know he's out there. I think it is... MMA YouTube Tracker. Let me check for you. I'm pretty sure it's MMA YouTube Tracker. Let me check for you. MMA YouTube Tracker. I'm pretty sure is the name of the channel. Yes, MMA YouTube's Predictions Tracker. If you guys want to check out his channel to see which if you guys want to see which MMA YouTuber is the best MMA picker on MMA, this is the channel. And yeah, they do have Guru's record from the sport. But yeah, he would have them all. UOD protection. There you go. Yeah, you go. Lucas's channel has so much lore. It's crazy from the big... Oh my god, Lucas Tracy can come up with a hook better than anybody. Lucas Tracy can come up with a hook better than a fucking rapper can. I can't hate Lucas for his decision to leave. It pisses me off that he still is yet to clarify what he left for, or at least explain and stopping him from streaming. But as a young man myself... with high T and ambition, you can't blame a young man for not wanting to work in front of a computer all day, at least not yet, when he feels like he has potential to conquer and explore the world. I agree, Eric. But then just tell the boys that. Tell the boys. Guru picked O'Malley because he wanted to stop getting bullied by Tim Welch, maybe. Saw a bunch of plant betting channels like MMA Experts and MMA Bets picking O'Malley in the Marab rematch. Don't know if Guru was paid, but it's clear many were. Fair enough, Toad. I do think there might be a bit of that out there in the industry. Guru does blatantly glaze whoever decided to go on the channel for an interview. Yes. It's probably the chat. You attract a lot of degenerates by streaming MMA stuff on YouTube. Think of all the Rego likes. I know, but we'll never push that. Yes, like Oban and Moicano, they do dumb stuff. He held back so much. When Moicano went for a takedown, yeah, you should rip them for that. You should rip them for that. Lucas is quite the hooker. Lucas can come up with hooks, mate. He is a bit of a hooker. Lucas left, then came back a few months later after wearing Peaky Blinders hat with 0... Yeah, because he got a hair transplant. It's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious. Lucas leaving a 100k follower channel is like that is insane to me. Yeah, he got a hair transplant, and he makes about $500 a video off ad revenue. The Oban Guru Twitter space was so weird. The whole time Oban was a little boring. Guru was trying to be cool to Paulo Costa. That was weird. Yeah, there's a reason that didn't go. Last year, Lucas said that he would muzz for 5 seconds if Volk won. One more hard fight. He still owes us a muzz! Fucking get muzzing, Volk, Lucas. Get muzzing, mate. Lucas charges $20 for blunt. All right, that is enough. We've done enough. We have done enough. We have done enough. Chat, everyone stop typing. We've done enough. We've done enough. We've done enough. We've done enough. Holy crap, is that true, Dougie? Which part, Cheddarhead? Is what true? Is what true, Cheddarhead? Enough, chat. We've done enough. We've done enough. We've done a good stream. I tried Lucas Tracy left for a hair transplant conspiracy. I don't know if it's true. If that's what I assume, Lucas left for a hair transplant. Yeah, that's what I assume it was, yeah. That's my educated guess. Last year, we did that one. Lucas charges $20. You guys got Dougie scratching and crawling every 100 new followers while he just... We got guys like Dougie scratching and crawling for every 100 new followers while he just shoots up like 100k in 2 years and then just dips out. Well, it's going to happen to me too. This is the way YouTube works. Very slow growth. Have you guys heard of the Pareto distribution? The bigger you are, the more dense you... It works with everything. Like, the bigger you are, the more eyes are attracted to you. So, here's how it works, right? We're having a lot of explaining going on in YouTube today. This is the last thing I'll explain. MMA, YouTube, your YouTube subscribers grow exponentially. When I release a video and I've got 100 subscribers, it releases not to all of the subscribers straight away in the notifications. This is why sometimes you guys don't get notifications, right? If I have 100 subscribers and 20 get subscribers, stop mansplaining, I know, and 20 people get the notification, but not all 20 people click on it, then that video doesn't do very well in the algorithm. Now, if I have 100,000 subscribers and it goes out to 20,000 people, and 20,000 people click on it, then it really jumps up in the algorithm. Then you've also got the thing of, this video has got 40,000 views, 20,000 views, whatever it is. That puts you in the algorithm even higher. Unk is explaining to us how YouTube works. I am explaining to you how YouTube works. Then on top of that as well, you've always got new 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds that are getting into MMA. When they click on YouTube, they are not going to go and click on Dougie's Corner with 3k views. They are going to click on MMA Guru with 300,000 subscribers. They are going to click on Lucas Tracy with 100,000 subscribers. They're going to click on MMA Che with 80,000 subscribers because they're the big channels that are clearly doing good content and they're new to the space. They're also the ones that already have all the content when you click on the search. When you search best MMA strikers tier list, Che's video is going to be above my video because Che's video has got more watch time. So the more subscribers you get, the more subscribers you get. That's just the natural course of YouTube. And I'm not going to forget the small timers. Thank you for the $1, Larry Stevenstein. Thank you so much, dude. Now I've sold out taking $1 from a Silverstein. I'm not going to forget you guys because that's the reason I set up the Discord channel for the VIPs. So when it does get to the point where I can't read all the chats, I'll start doing secret streams, invite only, that you can't even buy your way into. The VIP is the VIP. Right, that is enough. You got the transplant early before you knew it was coming? Yep. The Viz pick and fight odds, one for each side instead of $2, which would be true even money. Lucas is cheering on guys because of his height. Thank you, Lucas is on a new skincare routine too. His skin was glowing. Sharing helpful educational stuff here, Doug. Chat should hear it. They should. Tracy, 100 pounds and 4 feet tall. Before I met you, I didn't stack. You can stack crap that low. Be nice to Tracy. The same reason people buy expensive products, they think it'll be better due to the high price. Exactly right. Doug is too big time, small fry. Crazy how Lucas most of your video, Mog's Guru's most of your video. Lucas was just basic MMA slop. Yep, but that's how it works. 2 hours and a good stream. Goodbye, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. Do you think it's just coincidence DJ and Guru both happen to have prize pick sponsors so they could merge their codes? Sounds awfully convenient. No, I don't think. I think DJ hooked him up with the prize picks. They were talking before their channel kicked off. I think DJ hooked him up. Cool. I'm out of here, guys. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Sorry we couldn't go through the rules of MMA. Sex stream, W stream. I'll just have to do it next time there's a close fight. I'll have to bring up my slides. Larry's going to love it. Larry, I have a slideshow explaining the rules of MMA. Chat fucking hated it. Chat fucking hated it. It was like being in class. And then the class started bitching about the principal. It was a good time. Anyway, I'm out of here, guys. I'll see you. Let's stay another hour. No. You guys have got it out of your system. That's all good. I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys so much. Matrix next time might have been easier. Oh, Larry, I'm so sorry. So there's a massive shift in the odds, which is why the case with O'Malley and the Rob rematch. which wasn't the case with the Omab. Yes, true. True, Larry. True. That's how they notice the swinging in the odds. I'm out of here, guys. Video tomorrow. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. I'm not going to say it. Because I've had people steal my videos now when I've said tomorrow's video is going to be... So that's the end of that. That's the end of saying that. I'm now on the roster. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Huge stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. 7:30 Australian time tomorrow. 8 a.m. Australian time tomorrow. New video drops. I'll see you guys then. Have a good one. Goodbye, guys. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate all of you guys.